Good afternoon, everyone. I want to talk about the severe weather potential that we have coming for Wednesday this week. The synoptic setup that is going to be moving through the area. We have a low pressure system that's going to be moving just to our north, and along the warm front or just south of it in the warm sector, we could see quite a bit of severe weather development. And this is all thanks to two jet streaks or jet maxes that will be moving into the Midwest Wednesday afternoon. As you can see here, this is valid for 11 a.m. on Wednesday. Not too strong winds, so I guess they are still at 50-55 knots at this time. But as we move through the afternoon, you'll see that the wind speeds increase as we move into the late afternoon and early evening hours. Wind speeds at about 3 miles up in the atmosphere could be between 60 and 70 knots at times, and some models have even suggested they could be even higher than that. So that's about 3 miles up in the atmosphere. Taking a look at about a mile up in the atmosphere, we also see the same situation. We have, sorry about that. We have high winds also moving into the area at that level as well, and typically we only need about 30-35 knots at this level in order to get organized severe weather, and we have over 40-45, in some cases about 50 knots depending on what model you look at. So we have plenty of wind shear in place. We have southerly southwesterly winds, which aids in directional shear and aids also in spin up in the atmosphere to get storms going. Aside from that, another factor we need to take a look at is our instability. This is forecast for 7 a.m. on Wednesday morning. As you can see, there's not much instability in the area, maybe about 1,700 joules per kilogram. But throughout the afternoon, as the sun begins shining and the daytime heat takes over, instability really climbs. As you can see here, looking into the late afternoon and early evening hours, instability will climb to about 4,500 joules per kilogram, which is plenty of instability in the atmosphere to really get storms going. Aside from that, taking a look at our supercell composite here, we also see this increase dramatically with the daytime heating, and our supercell composites are nearly maxed out around 8 p.m. on Wednesday night here up in northeastern Illinois. That just means that the environment is favorable to support the development of supercellular structures. I do believe that most of these storms will start out supercellular, but they will merge into a big MCS, or a big line of storms as they move south and eastward through the area. Lastly, I'd like to take a look at the significant tornado parameter because I think that we could see some tornadoes in the area on Wednesday as well. Looking into the afternoon and evening hours, we see this start to increase as instability also builds and the low-level and upper-level jets move into the area. Once again, we see SIG-TOR values at 11 or 12 here, which is really high. Typically, anything above a 1 is conducive for tornadoes. I think that we'll mainly see the tornadoes in the discrete cells that pop before the main MCS line. And we could see some embedded ones as it moves through, but I think as the line does move through, we'll mainly see some wind damage and possibly some hail as well. Taking a look at the simulated forecast radar, we see these storms start to develop in Iowa about 0Z on Wednesday, so about 8 p.m. Tuesday night. They'll eventually make their way into Illinois a few hours later than that and move through our region in Indiana, Illinois, Ohio throughout the day on Wednesday. As you see back here, it looks like a second line of storms may develop behind this and move through the area, but models are in disagreement with this line right now, and forecast radar doesn't go out quite that far, so I'm not sure exactly how this is going to play out. Because of the significance of this event and the confidence that models have had in this for several days now, the Storm Prediction Center has already issued an enhanced risk for severe weather in parts of Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio for Wednesday. I do believe that there could be a moderate risk issued somewhere in this area as well, due to the fact that the winds will be so strong in this area and the environment will be so favorable for severe weather.